Welcome to Insider's Viewpoints, Tools and Technologies. In this video, we will hear from experts discussing their favorite tools and technologies for web development projects.
So if you are a front-end developer, if you understand JavaScript, then picking up backend using a framework like Node.js is not that much of a stretch. I actually started building static websites and then slowly learned how to put in dynamic content using JavaScript. And then I had to use Java or PHP to build my backend systems on the server.
For front-end development, you're primarily using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If you're very front-end focused, you might want to try out an IDE built for that specific purpose, such as brackets. If you want to keep things more general, I recommend VS Code. In either case, I recommend installing IDE extensions for automatic formatting and linting of your code using Prettier and ESLint. These will help you catch issues as early as possible. For backend development, the tools are quite a bit more varied, so it's hard to give specific recommendations, but if you choose Node.js, you'll be able to use some of the same tools that I mentioned for front-end development. Otherwise, I recommend just looking into what IDE extensions are available and what linters and auto formatters are available.
JavaScript is a very powerful language. It lets you do pretty much anything you can imagine, including shooting yourself in the foot if you're not careful. The practices I typically follow with JavaScript include proper scoping of variables and functions, and writing unit and integration tests for my features.
React.js was developed at Facebook, very popular. Angular is a framework operated by Google that allows for development of single-page applications, SPAs. jQuery is possibly the most popular and oldest library out there, created by John Resig in 2006. And jQuery is frequently used with both Angular and React. Backbone is a lightweight JavaScript library that is very popular. In terms of backend languages and frameworks, Node.js is an open source server-side platform built on the Google Chrome JavaScript engine. It uses an asynchronous single-threaded architecture that allows it to serve a very large number of concurrent connections. Flask is a framework used on Python that is popular with Pythonistas. And the Spring framework based on Java has been around for years and remains popular.
We use React JavaScript framework. It is better than Angular in terms of speed and efficiency. React is easier to learn than other JavaScript frameworks, which makes its adoption in the team easy. It also resolves the problems related to cross-browser issues. Another great feature of React is the use of JSX. JSX is helpful when working with UI inside the JavaScript code. It helps React to show more useful error and warning messages.
My favorite front-end JavaScript framework would be React.js. I love the whole component-driven design and architecture that you have to follow when you create a React.js-based application. I also like the idea of props and states to hold the state of your application.
By using Express.js for backend development, we are able to scale applications quickly. We can code both frontend and backend with the help of JavaScript easily by using Express.js. Express.js is supported with the Google V8 engine, with the help of which you would be able to get higher performance without any lag or error in processing. It also supports the caching features, so you would not have to re-execute the codes again and again. Moreover, it will help web pages to load faster than ever.
When working with Node.js, I'll give you two of my favorite packages that I use on a daily basis. So first is making requests to web services. I use a library like Axios that helps me create these requests with the right headers and also provide me with callback functions or promises to be able to handle the responses that come back. My second package would be when I'm working with databases. I'll use NPM packages more likely than not to talk to an external database, regardless of if it's a relational database or a NoSQL database.
So when writing JavaScript, I really like to take advantage of the features in ES6 because it can make my code look cleaner, easier to read, and just more beautiful, such as the arrow functions or the ... operator. And so I encourage you to, after learning JavaScript, dive into ES6 a bit and have fun with it.